Well, hello again, all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And what I'm looking at is a beer from Treehouse Brewing Company out of Charlton, Massachusetts. This is Ma. M-A. Ma. It's an amber ale, clocking in at 6.8% alcohol. And this is brewed in remembrance of Nate's grandmother. I'm assuming Nate is one of the brewers at Treehouse. It says Ma pours a hazy deep chestnut in the glass with a frothy off-white head. Notes of citrus, pine, and stone fruit are boosted by a rich malt base and a medium body. So it sounds like this is going to be a hoppy amber beer. It says on the label in cursive on the side here, "We love you and will never forget you." So this is kind of cool. A nice dedication beer. No specific date on this particular can. It just says autumn 2023. It's autumn 2023. So we know that it's going to be super fresh. Doesn't specify the hops that they use in this on the label, but it does specify the hop character that you're supposed to pick up on with the citrus, pine, and stone fruit, which is interesting. Pine and an amber beer. So, and does it mention? I was trying to see if it said amber ale or amber lager. Oh, it says amber ale. I'm sorry, I already mentioned that. Amber ale. Okay, give it a nice aggressive pour, and it does indeed look chestnut. Oh wow. Okay, this will be interesting. So it is a chestnut, brown appearance. I wish the lighting in here was better so you guys could see. But that's the color it is. It's kind of it almost looks like it's got a little bit of a haze to it. It's not ultra clear like some of the amber ales you may be used to. I don't see any sediment or anything like that floating around, but it's pretty murky and it is indeed chestnut color. About a three finger, slightly off white, I would say khaki colored head. And the aromas with this, it's interesting because most amber ales or amber lagers are going to be more malt forward. Caramel, toffee, brown bread, that type of stuff. With this one, you get a little bit of that, but the hops are right up front in your face. Very strong citrus aromas, slight resinous, piney note that you get with like a West Coast IPA going on in here. It smells very hoppy. It's a very hoppy amber ale for sure, just based off of the aroma. Nice head. This is going to be interesting. I'm excited. What did I say? 6.8. Definitely doesn't smell boozy at all. It does smell hoppy though, for sure. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Cheers, guys. Oh, wow. So some of that stone fruit. Some of that stone fruit is coming through on the palate. Wasn't picking that up on the aroma. I think just because the pine citrus notes are so in your face, it's hard to pick up on those other notes. But the palate, you can kind of detect a little bit of everything. Caramel, brown bread, pine, uh, citrus, kind of a lemon or a cross between lemon and grapefruit. Not strong grapefruit like you get with West Coast IPAs, but it's definitely, I think the pine and the citrus combination kind of creates a lemon, more lemon citrus. It's interesting. It's very interesting. It's hard to place because it's such a hoppy. It almost drinks like an IPA in a lot of ways, like a malty, like a red IPA, I guess you could say. If you've ever had a red IPA, this is kind of along the lines of that. Maybe a little bit sweeter, though. It does have good malt flavor and a good malt backbone once you get through those hops. It is very malty in the center. It's unique for sure. Nice glass lacing, nice head retention. Typically, though, for my amber ales, I like more malt forward. If I'm going to drink an IPA, I'd rather just drink an IPA. This is nicely balanced between the hops and the malts. Very hop forward on the aroma, but once you get into it, you get more of the malt character. However, the hops do kind of take over initially, and it is moderately bitter on the finish as well. I think it's an excellent beer, but I feel like they should disclose on the label, like it should say hoppy amber ale, or just to kind of let you know it's going to be a little different than what you might be used to. But very enjoyable beer. It really does have a creamy looking head, and head retention is amazing. And it almost has a little bit, it's very silky smooth all the way through. It almost has a creaminess to the mouthfeel. So there's definitely nothing wrong with this beer at all. I think when it comes down to the amber ales, personal preference speaking, I would prefer a more malt forward version of an amber ale. Not to say this is bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's very fresh, very hoppy, very balanced between the malt and the hops, although I guess I'd give a slight edge to the hops with this one because they are initially very powerful, and once you get through that piney, resinous citrus, touch of stone fruit, then you get the malt, the caramel, maybe even a slight toffee, and the brown bread notes. Very enjoyable, but I'd rather have more of that and less of the hops for this particular style of beer. And that's just me, but still an excellent beer. I'm going to go 92 though, and I could be lowballing it, but this is just really not my favorite amber ale. I like a lot of other ones better than this. So I'm going to go 92 out of 100, which is an A minus, but still an excellent beer. A nice tribute to Ma, whoever Ma is. Well, Nate's Ma. A nice tribute to her. And an excellent beer. So 92 out of 100 for Ma Amber Ale from Treehouse Brewing Company. Buy it, try it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That'll do it for this beer review. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Till next time, everybody. Cheers.